Hello? Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Hey, welcome back.
welcome back.
Welcome back to the stream thing, Tom. I'm honestly surprised it took us that long to get flagged and copyrighted.
What music is playing?
Oh, I don't know. Some like background music I got on here.
Love it.
Still vibes. Shout out Trippin' B because I kind of stole it from him. He did a stream the other night and was like rolling like little like background music. I was like, that's fucking nice.
They're going again. They're going again. Insigne.
Can't stop the golden gods.
No. No. Oh, no. They stole his assist. Oh, he's offside, though. Okay.
It's like now we get like full like unfiltered reactions from Chris as he
it's so
just
much
watches the game on his
when
own.
I have an actual sweat, and like this is going to be the highest score I've ever gotten, and it's in a rare competition too. So like, this is probably my best week ever on Sorare, even though it's only one lineup.
Yeah, I mean all my lineups are basically dead, but you know
we're back. We're back, baby.
Well, it was nice because I didn't have to have the game pulled up because I was just constantly watching it with you, and now I gotta freaking pull it up. Unhinged Chris is.
I can always.
Chris. I'm saying
we can throw the Sorare date up, or we can just keep going on. We can just keep throwing them up. I'm down to do whatever. You tell me.
Are we gonna keep throwing it up and just bounce stream to stream?
We just have to be. We just have to be quick with it.
Yeah. No, whatever,
dude. Yeah, I'm very rarely unhinged. I'm a very measured person. That doesn't happen very often.
We need to.
Oh, that was a tackle. Loose. That was a tackle, boys and girls. I don't know if you get points as a forward for a tackle. Here they go again. They're going. Give it to Insigne. That's not Insigne.
That was a terrible pass. You got to pass that on the ground, my guy. And you got to. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got to experience the good clip with everybody. Everybody got to be there to watch you get your decisive.
The big money for to be here.
That is what we pay the big bucks for. Yeah, it is what it is. But here we are. What were we even talking about? I don't remember.
No idea.
We were going on about something, and then we did.
They were just talking about Portland and DC on this game though. And even he said the same thing that I saw, which was kind of crazy.
The what?
Yeah, he's not getting a double-double or a triple-double. Like, he's not going to have that many tackles, let's be honest.
It would be cool, though.
DC was better to some degree than Portland. Like, they definitely could have gotten all 3 points. They did get hit on the counter a couple times. But, like, I'm really excited about DC. Like, I'm sitting here watching this game. Like, oh my god, I actually have a team to root for right now.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've
had that. Team. This is a fun team. They've got talent. So let's see. Let's go through this. Priani, I didn't think Priani had a good game. Pelota, number 4, is a menace. Dude never loses the ball. He's very creative. I really like him. I've obviously never seen him before coming from Finland, but that dude's a baller. Cleach is Cleach, like everybody knows Cleach. Herrera is gonna have these. He's gonna bang hundreds at times. He's also gonna bang 25s. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he will.
He's gonna bang hundreds. Bartlett, I thought was really impressive. He was a Red Bulls guy too that Lassane brought over. So he fits the system really well. I hope we see more of him. They're so deep at center back, so I don't know what the eventual center back pairing is going to be. But I thought Bartlett was really good. I'm interested to see how Birnbaum does with this system because I believe he's hurt right now. Pedro Santos is another good ball delivery guy.
Yeah, he's a little older now too, isn't he?
He's 35, but he can still move. He can still move. He can get up and down the flank. Insigne is going to take a free kick. This might be another.
I was about to go and pull it out when I was like, "Oh wait, I can't."
That was a terrible delivery. Okay.
So, could we?
Yeah.
If anybody has any copyright kind of info, because what can we post and what can't we post? Because even when I'm editing short, sometimes I was like, "How many clips or like how much of a clip can I actually show?"
Oh, tackle!
Before I start getting flagged here. Santos has Portuguese foot. Yes, he does.
Yo, Insigne is a menace, dude.
Was that him that tracked all the way back?
Yeah, tracked all the way back, had the ball in his own box with the defender flying at him, and just stood there and let him fly past. That was dirty. He was offside though.
Well, Eric Williamson coming back down to earth. That's always fun.
He actually had a really good game, to be fair.
Did
he? Yeah, real life game.
I was gonna say, is this one of those instances where he was good, but not for Sorare?
He had so many chances that were pretty good. So I'm sure he has probably a few big chances missed, but he was also in those spots. Oh, Insigne. No,
he didn't have any big chances missed.
No,
he lost a lot of it in possession and duels lost. 17 possessions lost.
Yeah,
8 duels lost.
The press was really good from DC.
They've always been that team, though. I think I remember telling you a while ago that like DC, man, they'll
they
just
were with
suffocate
Lasada.
you.
They were with Lasada,
right?
But they weren't really under like Rooney. They were more measured. And especially under Ben Olsen. Like, Ben Olsen didn't like to press. He liked to sit back in a low block and just soak up pressure and then hit you on the counter. It's like that's one of the problems with DCs. They've had so many different like identities over the last few years that like no one really knows what they do.
Right.
Guys, Insigne's feeling it.
Yeah. Calm down, buddy. Let's see. Fair Use Doctrine provides a legal framework for utilizing copyrighted content in a transformative and responsible way. By following fair use guidelines, you can create unique sports highlight videos that add commentary, analysis, or educational value.
See, this is the thing. This is what we're doing right now is definitely fair use. But YouTube is just, it's an automated thing, right? So like it doesn't, it's not like determining that. But like we are literally just providing different commentary and we're not even showing the whole game. So this is 100% not copyright.
Right. Like if we're adding our own commentary to it, like, is it because it's live though? Like if we were like maybe doing like a rewatch of like a replay of it, would that be different?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because
yeah, for sure it's auto. There's no one actually like watching. Like
they should be. It's fucking quality content.
All the people should be very entertained. Insigne, he's got the ball again.
I want to like.
I feel like every touch that he's had, I've said the word Insigne.
I will literally pay someone if they go through and just count how many times you've said Insigne, and just make a nice little compilation.
We need an Insigne counter at the bottom of the screen that we could just update.
We'll do that for the next Toronto game. We'll put up an Insigne counter.
If we have another sweat with Toronto, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like the live stream isn't fair use, but watching it later.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I could see that. Maybe we have to do that. Maybe we should go through the DC game and just break it down because I saw lots of stuff.
What we should do is break down the snow game. If there's anything,
would be fun. That would be fun.
If there's anything,
so much, maybe we do that on like Tuesday or something.
Yeah, maybe that'd be done.
Insigne? Oh, they called a foul. That's stupid.
But
there's no fouls in this game.
I don't know. I've thought about doing stuff like that, like going back, because like, look, dude, I'm not a writer. Like,
would you guys watch
let's call
that?
It for what it is.
Let's ask the people. Would you guys watch that? Like, vote in the chat. Give me a yes if you would watch us break down the snow game live,
or just any game,
but not live.
Wait, are you talking about like the full 2-hour games, or like clipping something up and releasing it? Or are you trying to watch the whole game?
I don't know about the whole game.
Okay,
but
thank you.
There's definitely moments. I mean, we could do the whole game, like it's possible, but there would definitely be points where it's very boring. We literally just sit through the weather delay, just comment on the weather delay. That would be something.
Yo, shout out to like TV analysts and stuff though, because like for real, like when there's weather delays, like 2-3 hours,
they have to sit there.
They're stuck in that mess too. And can I tell you, for any of you sickos that like have season tickets to your teams or whatever, like rain delays are the most dangerous things ever, because two things either happen: you waste your whole night, and it's just a late night, and it's just bad for everybody, or you're in that stadium for so long and you spend a ton of money and get incredibly trashed because you're just standing around for 2 hours with your boys in the stadium waiting for the game to kick off. I can tell you that a lot of the games that I don't remember the next day are rain delays because it's late.
You guys have rain delays that often?
Oh, dude, like summer games, like almost every game gets delayed at least like an hour. Yeah, like over the summer, like it is so hard. And like even then, like leading up to the match, it'll be just like straight downpouring. Like I'm talking like monsoon. Like there's no way this game's gonna kick off. In like 10 minutes it clears up and it's like, all right. You make that
It's
soggy
fine.
walk. Make that
It's
soggy
fine.
walk to the stadium, dude. It's great. Yeah, I don't know how that
it
game
100% should have been.
Oh yeah, ZM,
Like-
you get it in Fort Lauderdale, man. So you understand that like the rain delays are insane and it sucks. And then it gets hot and muggy after too, which is the worst. It's like cold rain,
Yeah.
it's cool. You're like, yeah, and then immediately it just starts steaming and just ugh.
Welcome to Florida.
Fucking swamp.
That doesn't happen here. We had one game that got delayed by lightning. How's that not a foul? We had one game that got delayed by lightning. And we were there till like 10 p.m. just hanging out. We started the game with like 4 people in the stands. It was a blast. We were literally sitting in the press box coming up with songs that like had to do with rain, like Rain on Me and like all this different stuff. You Can't Take My Sunshine Away. We played that one. Yeah, it was a vibe for sure. We were having fun with it. I don't know if anyone actually noticed that we were playing songs that all had rain themes. But we made a whole rain playlist.
No, yeah, dude. Rain delays, like the thing is, like, and about rain delays too, like they could be so fun because that is like straight sicko. Like if you were sitting there through a rain delay, like that is a diehard fan. Like some of the best moments are like shirts off in the stands, like torrential downpouring, just like chanting, just like going nuts, just like in torrential downpour to the point where I got so soaked one night that my charger port and my phone doesn't work. I have to use a wireless like charger. I think it was like the NYCFC game. It was just like torrential downpouring the entire game, and dude, we were just in it. Just take your shirts off, man. Have some fun. Live a little. MLS card guy unhinged. That's what I need to do.
I've been unhinged on this stream actually. Well, I guess it's a different stream now, so it's fine.
But you know you did yourself like a disservice because now people are like, oh, we're gonna need unhinged MLS card guy all the time.
I just
like,
raised the bar, raised the expectations.
Now that people know you,
nobody showed Nellis. If Nellis gets wind of it, then he'll come interview me for some video or something.
Oh man,
what crazy Americans think about soccer?
Soccer. Yeah, RSL Minnesota Rapid fans dealing with snowstorms and sitting in the stands is always impressive.
I don't get why Minnesota doesn't have a roof. Dome. You know?
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because like all these like situations and like you always Colorado, like get people like, oh, why won't MLS switch like the football schedule to match the rest of the world? It's like stuff like last night.
Yeah, because if you do that,
in the snow,
half the teams have to build domes. Like you just have to. You have no choice.
Although, but like, don't they have retractable domes now? They're like they could put them on now. Where like they're like almost like canopies, and like they could be like rolled out. I know somebody had like mocked one up for Orlando at one point. I was like, that is a great idea.
I mean, yes, it's a thing. It's just expensive, and MLS doesn't even want to fly to play U.S. Open Cup games. Like
they don't even want to pay their referees, dude.
They don't want to pay their referees. Like this is the ultimate cheapo league that's just making loads of money and will not spend anything.
Oh man, yeah.
It's Senye.
Just leave him a voice memo and just yell Senye 5 times.
just take the clip, record it. Oh, that was a bad turnover.
No, I'm serious, man. I really hope someone goes and just clips all the times he said Insigne and just smashes it together.
We all know that's gonna be you, okay? We know that. That's gonna happen.
Maybe
you're gonna get bored one day. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, this is gonna happen."
I can guarantee you, it may or may not be today. Like I do feel better. I'm not gonna lie.
Guarantee you, it may be today.
Like. I didn't get out of bed until you were like, hey, we're gonna do the stream thing. I was like, oh no.
Literally, I woke up and said, it's an hour until this game starts. Are we gonna do this?
Yeah, man. I got my body armor, I got my water. Like, what else do I need? We're thriving and surviving here. The MLS sickos watching New England, Toronto, and all you beautiful people in your text chats. Am I coming alive from the first stream? Am I awake now?
But I just want to say, thank goodness we didn't stream that game last night. That would have been painful to watch.
Oh, I would have. Yeah, no, dude. We
would have cut the stream at some point.
I would have just left. Yeah, no, I can't. And like, look, man, I'm not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Like, I'm not. Look, it was a rough game. It's just been rotation, CCC hell. My fear is that, and I think I told Mike this. Like losing that game, like if we would have fought back and still, played a game and still lost to Miami, okay.
If that goal goes in and doesn't get called offside and it's 3-1 and that's how it ends, this is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, but my fear is now: are we gonna take that and then just completely shit the bed against Tigres on Tuesday? Now,
just like,
yeah, like that is the down in the dumps.
It's a real risk. Yeah,
which sucks.
It's a real risk.
If it would have been a game, I'd be like, okay, whatever, bounce back and then just kick the shit out of Tigres. But now it's like, oh god, like it's like literally the worst possible. Oh, and can we talk about that game? Is at 9 p.m. in Orlando? Can we talk about that Tigres CCC match, because they have to cater to the Tigres fans, right? You got to put it a prime time for them because they're going to be watching. We're not going to be watching.
Yeah, how does it feel, MLS? That's what you're doing to U.S. Open Cup.
Me and my buddy were looking at silky purple pajamas.
Oh yeah.
Just show up in like full, just like silky purple pajamas late night with like blankets and pillows to watch freaking CCL at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday.
9 p.m. on a Tuesday.
It sucks, man. Like that stadium is going to be like 80% Tigres fans because they show up no matter what, because Mexicans are crazy.
I mean, that's the only place you can watch them. Like,
and Orlando fans got to wake up and make sure that Disney is open the next morning for them, when they get to party on vacation, and we have to go to work. Yeah, we got to open the fucking gates to Disney, Universal and stuff, So,
you're not wrong though.
No, it really isn't. Like, you got to think, a majority of this population does work for the Mouse and or Universal, or that's how they make their livelihood. It's a service industry. Hey, we got to wake up the ass crack of dawn. But we're also sickos, and we're going to be in Enrico Stadium super late.
I'm having real trouble now with what screen to put this on, because I'm trying to watch it, but at the same time, I mean, it's a halftime now, but I'm trying to watch it, but at the same time, I don't want it to be on the screen that I normally would share from.
What did you? Are there any other games you watched? Anything else that?
Yeah, I was literally about to go look at that. I was gonna go look at the other games.
Oh, Montreal beat Dallas. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Montreal's not bad. Apoku went off hurt immediately, which was
didn't buy one.
Super bad. Oh wait, I don't want to show that one.
I was looking to buy a rare over the off season. No, was it a bad injury or was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ugh, that's unfortunate.
I think it was at the worst. It was like a month-long muscular thing.
Wait, does that mean it's Joseph Martinez season?
No, it's never Joseph Martinez season.
He
didn't come in until the other guy went off, I think.
He came in at halftime.
Yeah,
played 45 minutes.
No, Kokoro went off. No, it was before halftime.
Oh, Kokoro
another injury.
Too.
It was another injury.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, so is it Mason Toy season? Is he still in Montreal?
Mason Toy is still alive. Mason Toy vibe check.
Is it Mason Toy season?
He still didn't get in the game, by the way.
He wasn't even in the squad.
Yeah,
he
might
out.
make the squad now. Hopefully. Like, what happened to Mason Toy? I thought he was going to be so good, and he is not.
I actually think it's funny. I think it was like
also Ruan is a baller.
Oh god,
I don't know what's happened to him, but Ruan is now a baller.
He has been getting better. Like he went to DC and it's like, oh, Ruan learned how to cross, and it's like, oh, Ruan learned how to read space. What? Hello?
Wait, are you a fullback now?
I still don't, and like I haven't watched, so I'm sure he's still probably a defensive liability because oh lord, man, you don't want him. You don't. Yeah, you keep him up as a winger and you call him a day. But yeah, dude. I mean, look, Huon's always been cool, man. He's got to go fast. Huon, he very fast.
He's a problem for people for sure.
Yeah, and it like stretches the field. Like, granted, like his production
Yeah.
wasn't all that great. It opened things up for other people because he was a constant threat. I mean, granted, you could have him let him have all the space you wanted in the world, and he just wouldn't be able to connect across to save his life. But apparently, that's changing, and that's dangerous. Like I said,
Yeah.
he almost did it to me in front of goal with Joseph the other day, and yeah, it would have sucked. Here we go. How do you guys feel about the new season cards? I feel prices are a bit random at the moment. I agree, Chris. How are you feeling? Because I know you've been shopping pretty hard.
Let's be honest, guys. New season cards for the first month of the season. Maybe the first, depends on the price, but like pretty much the first month of the season. You're only also they're playing Bubble Saga. Can we show that on stream? No,
What?
we can't.
Oh, that is cool. I see that.
That is cool. We have those too, by the way. And yeah, that's like our most popular halftime show is that thing. Okay, yeah. So new season cards for the first month of the season. You are only buying them for collections. That's it. Don't spend that money to buy new season cards except for like the one of and the jersey mint that you literally can't get any other time. Don't spend that money. Wait, and then once the prices drop in a month, then you get onto the new season cards and you get 80% of the value and you pay like 40% of the price. So like if you're buying cards like I was on day one, it's collector only, right? You're trying to build a collection, which is fair. Like that's the only way to build a collection. And I'll probably end up being number one for both New England and DC from what it looks like, because I have about half of the jersey mints and the ones for both teams.
That's enough.
So yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up being the number one for both of those teams, and that's kind of the goal. But like, I also am looking to get New York City eventually. At this point, I don't know why, because they look like trash, but I do like some of their signings. I picked up 2 of the rookie number ones, and then I'm just chilling. I'm just gonna wait and then get like a Santi and get a their new striker. I don't remember his name, but get a couple cards, get the 5%. Like I'm not trying to be number one. I'm just trying to be 5%. So, that's a decent point with ABC that like we don't really know how things are going to go because this is the first year of in seasons.
Stop that. Yes, so like he is 100% correct. And like what you were saying, I totally agree with. Like if you're buying up like number one stuff like that, like you got to be a sicko collection. Like you're after that kind of stuff.
Yes, it's collection.
If you do not care about that, you can still get them on auction later. They'll probably do insta buys eventually. Like you can build up, still get that first owner. But yeah, right now, like because you got to think like even there are a lot of people that just scoop up jersey mints and number ones for nothing other than to just hold it and just gouge you for a price later on. So like you have to try and get those day one. If not, it becomes an uphill battle. But right. this is where we're sitting right now, and this is why I like what ABC like brings up the most is that right now people are waiting for prices to come down, so they're sitting on the sidelines. They're also waiting for the announcement to come out in a few weeks to figure out what they want to do, regardless whether or not like what's happening is that like people just are afraid to make decisions because like they'll get scary. You don't want to burn money. Like that's perfectly valid. But right now, as prices are coming down from the early mints, like right now is the perfect time to buy because as the MLS competitions come about, all the new changes that they're making, then everyone's going to start hopping in and you are going to start fighting again for higher auctions. Like I think the prices, like it's almost like a buy the rumor, sell the news, right? Where it's like, oh, like everything was coming, like, oh, new cards freaking out. It calms down. And then when everybody goes, oh, I can get in at the same time, they're going to pay like high premiums for those cards as they all try to stumble in together.
You're betting on people not having planned for what is actually coming. Yeah. Like theoretically, all this stuff should be baked into the price, so it should not go up once the season tournament comes up. But it currently
because the overall macro of the Sorare market right now is very up in the air, where like nobody really knows what to do. So like if you're going back and forth, that's the thing. If you want to play in-season comps, because like it's not that difficult. Do you want to play for cash or do you want to pay for cards? Like that's the number one decision you got to make. And then at that point, it's one of those things where you want to like trying to think like how I want to explain it. It's like I completely lost it. But like it's one of those things where you want to have a plan. You want to find the guys you want to run, basically. Like right now is the time to plan. Look at the prices. Like if you find a guy that you want to buy, just watch him and watch what his price is doing and see who's going for it. Because a lot of the times, like a lot of the people bidding up the first one, you'll start seeing a bid for the second one and the third one. If you start paying attention to the people that want these cards for this specific team, you know when they've already scooped them up. So then you can almost hop into the auctions right there and watch it. It's one of those things like pick your players, pick the guys that you think you want to roll with in the new season, and just sit there. Don't blow your load. Get in there and then just like wait for the perfect opportunity. Stay up late and go for the auction at 1, 2 a.m. I've been doing it. I set alarms this week for like 1, 2 a.m. auctions, and I got up and it was just like easy peasy. So like there are ways to do it, but like you first have to figure out what you want, what your personal plan is, and then go from there.
To be fair, I don't stay up late. I just throw the max bid up there, and if it gets outbid, it gets outbid.
I know that's awful. You're doing yourself a disservice by doing that too, because people are going to push you to your max bid and play.
They don't know what your max bid is, though.
Yeah, but they have a max bid too, and they're going to push it to their max. Where if you don't set the max bid and then set the max bid within the last like 1 minute or two, you're pushing the price up for yourself way earlier than you need to when you probably didn't even have to. And like that's the thing. Like if you show your hand too early, like there's the chances of someone else pushing you to that, and more likely more is a lot likely. Where in the moment, if you're just going back and forth with one guy, they're more likely to go, you know what, like, it's getting a little too crazy, and then back off. So you kind of just got to get in there, just shove it in their face and be like, yeah, I'm winning this card, and they'll back off. But you can't show your hand too early, Chris. I've tried that. I missed out on the Brecalo #1 because of it.
How dare you?
Because they push you to max bid, and then there's one bid over it, and if you're not paying attention, like you're toast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
we saw that.
we all saw
that.
Just don't. Yeah. I've never done that before. I definitely didn't do that in London one time. Yeah, so like some of these guys, you were talking about like you kind of realize like who's going for the collection, who's not.
Yeah.
I kind of realized pretty early on that no one really cared about the New England cards, so I just picked up a bunch of these New England cards for like
you're already seeing it.
Pennies.
There's a
also.
I just think
he's in USL now, and we play against him. And yeah.
Oh, that means it's probably going to be a dead card. There won't be a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know how many
of
roster
they won't.
I don't know how many of them they're going to mint. Yeah, and I got the one, so yeah, we're rolling there.
Yeah, and like I was looking at auctions this morning. Like they're starting to go for pretty cheap again. Like I think like a lot of the hypes, like a lot of these cards, they're starting to get to like 5, 10 limiteds and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like right now is probably a good time to start either at least planning or figuring out what you want to do, and look at the price and like figure out what you want to pay, and then just keep an eye on it. Like if you don't get that one, guess what? There's going to be another one.
Yeah, there's another one in an hour.
Yeah, unless you're going for the jersey mint and paying a premium for jersey mints at #1s, like that's fine. Like that's on you. You're making that decision.
You're doing the collection thing for that.
Yeah, like that's different. But like
you do not need. By the way, you do not need jersey mints or ones to get the 5%. You don't need it.
Yeah.
So don't do it for 5%. There's two different like ways, right? You either want to be #1 for the collection, or you want to go to 5%. And I have like two different teams that I'm doing two different things with, and I have like completely different strategies. Whether I'm trying to get #1 or I'm trying to get 5%. Because like you can for sure try to get and like right now is a good time. You can go buy some of the like the no-name players off auction to get to the 5% for like the players that you actually want. Like I definitely did that. I did that with my Insigne from last year. I bought a bunch of like no-name players so that I could get to the 5%. But I didn't want to be like #1 for that collection.
Yeah, no, them. So here's the thing that like, and this is kind of the other side.
Heel is gone too for New England. Like they've got a lot of stuff not out yet.
And the heel one is weird, but like this is the other side of getting cards early, right? Is that I mean, Peck and Pain sale showed up super late. You know, there's no Muriel cards yet either for Orlando because he showed up super late. Mm-hmm. So like them getting cards out is like cool, right? Because we finally have them for the first time like at the beginning of the season, but there's still cards missing, which in theory, Sorare should be on it and looking to release them very quickly. And it's a way for them
There's
to do like
uncontrollables.
it's such easy PR for them to go, oh look, here's a new batch of like these are the new signings in MLS, and do like this whole like giant promotion of newcomers in the MLS and do all this and release all these new cards. Because I'm pretty sure it's just the new guys and like the Red Bull stuff. Like, how are you going to release like Red Bull without like Forsberg and stuff like that? So I think like just some of the pains of them trying to release this early didn't get them on everything. But yeah, it falls on them.
But I think this is going to
new cards.
This is going forward, since new seasons literally are in different competition. I think you're going to see this more and more often, where they release sets without releasing all of them, because they're not all done, but they have a lot of them done, and so they can release it and open the competitions. So like, I think that's going to be a thing going forward, because like they can't open new competitions until they get all these people, until they get all these cards released. So they have incentive now to release cards early.
Oh wow, David Ruiz on the team last year and didn't get it, or Gomez. Like, yeah, it's one of those things where like it's really odd. But it's like, would you rather not have cards at all and just continue to wait a little bit, or would you have rather just them do it this way, or like roll it out and like, hey, but like have they mentioned that they're missing some? Like, I know they mentioned like they were missing some teams were coming soon, but they're like, hey, I wish they would just be like, hey, we had some hiccups or something, we didn't get all the pictures, but here's what we have now, and then like have them do weekly updates for every week. Like, hey, this is a batch of new players, and tell it too. Like, here's the list of players that didn't initially get released or getting released today. These are the ones that we're still working on, and you'll get them next week and stuff like that. Like, I think that would be a little bit better, but at least we have them, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Can't
we have them. We're spending money. We're spending money.
We're giving them a lot of money.
Should I buy this Obed Vargas for $5 right now?
Yes. I've never had to answer a question easier. Although Atencio is still there too. So when Joao Paulo comes back, it'll be interesting to see which one starts. I think it's Atencio. I don't think Obed Vargas is a full starter.
No. I'll listen to Daniel. No.
You're going to listen to Daniel over me? Come on.
Listen, man, if he's willing to drunkenly bid on Nuhu 1 of 1,000, then yes.
It's true.
I'll take his word for it.
That's true.
DC guy.
He's a big Seattle guy.
Hey, good. But you want to come do a Seattle episode?
But long term, he's going to be good. Oh yeah. As long as it's an MLS card, is it? What competition is it from? Is it from America? Because I got a Brazilian guy in my America reward, and now I'm gonna get like a tier 1 or maybe a star if he keeps balling. And Insigne's back on the field, by the way. We're live again. So yeah, I'm going to MLS specialist. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So that's gonna be an MLS reward. That's the thing. Like, those rewards are so valuable now because they are in season. Like, even tier 4, as long as it's not a DNP, and even some of the DNPs like might have rules at some point. Oh no, Insigne has been subbed off. Okay, so
did he get subbed off at the half?
Yeah, Kobe Franklin's in. So he's actually not on the field.
No, Insigne.
So we're gonna finish 4th, it looks like, unless people catch us. That's a little sad because I was 1 spot away from the podium.
I wasn't excited for MLS Specialist
1
last year.
So.
I thought it was dumb, but this year I'm actually excited for it. I'm like, I feel like I gotta prove that like I'm an MLS sicko, and like that's the place to do it, right?
That's the
no
problem.
Other competition.
I have so much MLS depth that like I end up having good lineups just because. Just like I cannot play all my good MLS cards and other things. So.
And so that's something that I'm kind of going through right now. Like right now we have like 6-7 limited competitions ish that you can play with like MLS cards. And I'm at the point where if that's going to get reduced, I feel like I need to cut a lot of dead weight. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I've been sending Powell just like a bunch of nonsense.
Cut dead weight. It's impossible because there is no dead weight in the MLS. All weight is good weight. All weight is good weight.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Listen, after 3 years playing, this is my 3rd MLS season on Sorare, man. Oh, yeah. there's a lot of because like
That's a
and
lot
like we
of
talk about all the time. There's a lot of people that come in and there's teams that are hot for 1 year and then just completely die the next year.
Yes.
Then you have guys in and out, going up and down, like all over the place. It's like it's a very fluid league. So if you're not very active in getting in and out of stuff, you're just very quickly going to collect a lot of dead weight.
Like Iowa and Hole.
And not Calvin Harris. Not Calvin Harris. But yeah, it's one of those things where like I'm like, especially with like divisions and multi-entry, I'm like, I'm gonna want the 3 strongest lineups I want to put out there. And if I'm sitting there and I want to put out 3 really strong lineups, like why am I not buying 3 Carlos Heels right now? Is what I'm getting. Like, why do I need all this different?
He's not
depth?
available to be bought. That's why.
Besides that, it's like one of those things. Like, why do I want all this like crazy random depth that may work 1 week when I just want 3 of the 5 smashers that are going to smash most leagues, and then build out depth from there with only smashers?
So I think this is a great point. Like, it's such a fluid league that you almost want to buy all these guys that are so you think are gonna have breakouts, right? Like, there's so many guys where you're like, that guy could be really good, and then it's like you end up collecting all these guys. A few of them break out, a few of them don't, but like you never really are like, you don't like you don't know when to sell. Like, you don't know when like it's time that they're not gonna break out. Like, where are we with Shaquille Marshall Ruddy? Like, is he just never gonna break out? Is it over, or it's like, is it buy low time right now? You know, like that's the hard part. Like Moses Nyman, like, is it buy low? But like, he's never gonna get on the field in Minnesota when everybody's healthy. So like, I don't know.
I agree. 3 push over 3 heel.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like, are you doing yourself a disservice by not having 3 push in all 3 of your multi-entry lineups? Like, if you like, say you have a lineup, right?
Wait,
whatever.
You're telling me I need to buy more Insignes? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, basically. Yes.
What if I get Insigne as a reward for Insigne? Is that possible? Is he in the pool?
He would break the internet. ZM Star would literally just.
Dude,
like,
I would break the. I would go to internet
up.
headquarters and then just start hitting it with a bat. I'm looking at the things right now.
It's one of those things where I've been thinking about cutting a lot of dead weight and turning it into better stuff.
So, like, if you want to know the crazy part, all these collections that I've got has been just from me selling dead weight, and I racked up like $400. I'm looking at what the prize pool is right now. But yeah, I literally racked up like $400 just from dead stuff, and that's what I've got my new stuff on.
Get you a Pedro.
There is no Insigne in this pool. Is he tier 2?
Can I tell you, I have never looked at the prize pools.
I only look at the prize pool when I'm like in a high, like I'm in a good spot.
Yeah. And when do I ever do that, Chris? When the fuck do I ever do that?
Self-burn.
I mean, I had that little sweat in the midweek with the 4 players. I ended up 24th and got a DNP goalkeeper. At least it's a rare DNP goalkeeper, under 23 until 29.
At least it's a rare DNP goalkeeper.
The U23 until 29. Think of the utility. If I just hold him, he'll eventually come good, right?
He's gonna be DNP for that long. It's like, well, it's okay because he's still U23. Insigne is not in the prize pool, so I'm gonna riot. Somebody call Sorare and tell them that Insigne is not on the prize pool.
And this is going out to the people. They know. They now know. I'm looking at auctions right now. Crepeau might be okay.
Ooh, we should check Rivals. Let's see how we're doing in Rivals.
Oh yeah.
Do I need to make a sub? Oh, my Insigne is balling. Yeah, so we're smoking hot.
Hey, when
Boateng isn't doing a whole lot. Kessler.
Oh yeah, you're smoking.
Well,
me, Rivals.
I've got Sean John too. He's still on a shutout.
New season Suarez for what? He can't score
Yo,
goals.
like let's be fair. This is gonna hurt. Okay, I'm just gonna forewarn you. Suarez is not gonna. He's not gonna score that much, man. Like he really can't do anything unless people aren't pressing. Like if there's no press, maybe he's got a chance. But like even against DC, like they're not gonna have the ball enough to really make him dangerous. So I would pump the brakes on Suarez for sure. And he's not gonna rack up AA at all. So like even if he does score, you're sitting on a 60, 70 tops. Like it's not like he's gonna bang hundreds.
How many touches did he even have in that game?
I don't know. It felt like a lot.
Does it? It feels like he
Also-
touched it and immediately just banged it in.
Well, yeah. Also, a bunch of his goals were like deflections off of Orlando guys or like just super lucky stuff. Which, to be fair, that's part of his talent is that he can react to that stuff and normal people can't.
He's a sniper, man.
So like that, some of that is just like he's really good, but yeah, I'm still not high on Suarez. To be fair,
2 goals, 2 assists, man. I will say, like, this is the great one of those things where, like, this is gonna completely inflate Miami stacks. Everyone's gonna buy to a Miami stack, and when summer comes around, and they all just like die and melt into the earth,
price is gonna fall off the face of the earth.
Yeah, and that's my biggest fear, man. Like, all biases aside, like, yeah, dude, Miami's always gonna be dangerous. They're always gonna find games. Like, these are players that have done it on the grandest stage. They're gonna show up for games like this. Like, they're gonna
give them
it.
space.
Like,
they will make you pay for it.
You give them the opportunity, like they will be clinical in their. We say it all the time. Like every Miami game, you hear the commentators go, "Oh, the other team just needs to be clinical and finish their chances," and they never do, and then they lose because they have chances. They don't put them in the back of the net because they're not,
because they're
MLS true Barcelona pros. Yeah, and it's one of those things where like it's gonna happen. But my biggest fear is the summer. It really is. Look, man, ZM Star, you get it. You know how hot it is down here. Anybody who's been down here in the middle of the summer, like it sucks, man. Yes, you got to pad the points now because the summer's gonna suck.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. Like, let's be honest. Miami's gonna make the playoffs. I don't think there's any chance they don't make the playoffs. And then once they get into the playoffs, that's when it's
dangerous, man.
That's when it's gonna matter. No, but I don't think like let's go up against Columbus. They can't. Like they literally cannot do it. Columbus will run them into the ground. Columbus will have the ball 65% of the game, and Miami is not going to defend for that long. It's just not happening. There's other teams like would be terrible matchups. DC would be a terrible matchup for them.
Red Bulls.
I'm trying to think Red Bulls would be a terrible matchup for them. Like there's some teams that they would probably be fine against, but like I get to the playoffs, yes, and then there'll probably be a few moments of magic, but they're gonna run into a wall at some point where they face somebody that's actually gonna press them, and you're gonna face somebody that's actually decent in the playoffs. You're not gonna be racking up points against. I mean, Montreal's even good. I don't know who to use as like generic bad team right now. Like,
Colorado.
the example, Austin.
Austin and Colorado again.
Colorado didn't even look that bad. I mean, they were at home against Nashville, who I don't think is good. But like, I don't even think Colorado looked that bad. Nashville did look pretty bad, by the way.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm scared about Nashville.
Vibes in Nashville are really bad, and if you're saying that they didn't look good last night either,
they're gonna get pumped by Miami.
And that's the thing, and like ZM Star says it right. It's like padding points early because like you saw it last year, right? The Revs were on a heater. They were sitting high up in the league for a majority of the year, and then it all crumbled apart. But they had put themselves in a nice enough position where they still kind of held on to that. So it is very possible that they'll kind of.
But then, what did the Revs do in the playoffs?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But like, look, it's everyone makes the playoffs. It's about getting to the playoffs. And if Miami makes it to the playoffs, they could literally win the whole thing. Miami makes it to the playoffs. Like, I don't think you can count them out because they could freaking do it, man. They could do it.
They could, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, they probably
at some point
they're gonna. They could.
You're going to face a team that's smart enough to just press them, even if they're not good at pressing.
Just like all the dead weight in your gallery, it could come good. I don't know, maybe. But we're
To be
gonna
fair,
hold to 0 and find out.
This might change too if they get like Kromanski back and they get some actual pace. And they start using some of these other guys that have pace. I just don't think with those 4, the Barca 4 on the field, they don't have the pace to beat press. Like they just don't. So, who's their Campania? Like, if they were to be ballsy enough in a playoff game to just start Campania and say like Suarez is not going to start, and like Kromanski's in there, you get Robert Taylor in there, like then maybe they could be press resistant. But as of right now, they have a big flaw. Like they have a fatal flaw.
Yeah, they do have a fatal flaw. Who are your favorite MLS Sorare teams this season? LA Galaxy have to be up there, I think. Especially from last year to this year.
Are we talking full stack though? Because I don't believe in their defense at all.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I love the Paintsel Paintsel Puig,
Gabriel Peck.
Maybe.
I
don't know. I haven't seen enough of Peck yet. But the Mark Delgado heel, that stack, or even Brugman, I think is fine. But like I don't know that I trust their defense yet.
Even with Jalen Neal coming back?
Jalen Neal might make a difference in that. And then I don't know about McCarthy yet. But like that's a decent stack if we're talking full stacks.
I'm trying to think what else. Full stacks.
Are we talking full stack?
I don't know. We can take a full stack. Let's start full stack. And then
I don't know that I'm still not sold on Philly at this point too. Like they got a point in Kansas City, which they maybe didn't deserve. But like once they get Blake back, now granted he'll miss a lot of the season too with internationals. But like once they get Blake back, you get Blake, Wagner, like McGlynn, Quinn Sullivan, and then like Carranza. That's a pretty good stack.
Yeah, that's actually kind of dirty. But that's the thing. Like, I kind of want to play Sullivan and McGlynn and U23.
We'll just buy a lot of them, like I did.
I
have like 4 copies of each of those guys.
There it is. Yeah, no, Philly's a cool one.
Philly's a good one.
I mean, Red Bulls maybe.
No,
Tolkien, Cornell, Forsberg. I guess they don't have a 9.
They don't have anybody outside of those 3. Those are the only 3 you want from that team. And I don't even know that Tolkien's going to be there all year. Columbus is a good full stack.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Columbus is dirty.
Yeah.
I will say,
defender from Columbus? Is it Amundsen?
Yeah. It'd be Amundsen or Mo Farsi went down with the injury.
Dallas at some point might be decent, but right now it's not.
And that's the thing. I've said it before.
Herrera did come back in this game though.
I've never been big on Dallas. Like Dallas has never really like began to wow me. But this year I'm just like, oh, like Dallas is low key cooking.
But see, here's the thing: Musa's up top now, so they can move Ferreira back to 10, which I think he's better at.
Right.
So like I could see a Musa, Ferreira, Nkosi, Safari, Pies, and then I don't know who your extra would be. That would be the problem. Like once Velasco comes back, it would be Velasco.
Yeah, but that won't be told.
I don't.
I mean, Areola,
maybe Dante Sealy. Areola doesn't have upside.
Oh, Sealy, yeah.
Like in real life, Areola for sure is a phenomenal player to have on your team because he'll do so much dirty work. But like he's just not going to score in Sorare. He's like top 60.
Dude, Musa on his debut.
Maybe Sealy, but I think Musa's pretty good. He took his chance very well.
How do you look? Did anybody like watch it closely? How Musa?
He's not that guy that's going to create. Like he's going to need service. He's going to need people to create for him. But to be fair, I think Ferreira can do that. So I think he'll probably be good, not great. Would be my expectation. Like maybe a mid-50s type of an average. Like pretty goal reliant, not going to have a ton of AA, but like will probably score, once every 3 games, 2.5 games, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I could see him being a decent player, and especially in a Dallas stack. I think he could work well with Ferreira.
This
and
split
Safari and Pies.
scares the crap out of me because this
Look
is
at how
this
many
is the
subs. No, look at how many sub
definition.
appearances.
This is
Look how
the
many sub
definition of
appearances you're
boomer
looking at.
bust. Yeah.
Take out the sub appearances. See what he does as a starter, because like that is crucial.
Where is it?
You just hit the sub button.
This one?
Yeah. So 49.5. That's about what I expect, like low 50s.
But that split right there,
What
it's
competition
boomer
is
bust.
this?
Hate that.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
it's nice.
strikers are, and he's
Not
an out
always.
striker. That's what Haaland is. Just a little bit better degree.
Yeah. Well, I don't like strikers like that because
Tens
it's
are
always
the fun.
bust.
Tens are
It's
the fun.
always bust for me. No matter what I do, when I bench them, they bang. When I don't, when I play them, they don't bang. It's over it. Over it, my guy. Yeah, no, Dallas has been very interesting. I picked up a Safari this past weekend.
Low key, Tafari is banging. Like,
yeah,
he's got some scores, man. Dude has upside to no end, and I don't get it.
Tight.
It's like random. Like, he won't even be like, you watch the game, you're not like, oh, this guy's dominating, and then you look at the end and he's banged 100. You know?
Yes.
Like,
if you're a striker, you need to do something. See,
that's true. That's true. You got to score, and he does score.
It's going on a fucking t-shirt, man. I'm not even kidding. And ZM starts getting one for free. I will bright line it all the way down to Fort Lauderdale myself.
Can you name another center back that has 3 goal line clearances or last man tackles in the last 5 games? Like, and he's banged the 25 AA in all 3 games. Like, he's hit 85 in 3 of his last 5 appearances. Oh, what a save!
He'll even get an own goal and a clearance offline in the same game.
Dude, he doesn't care. He will do all of the things.
Yeah. Another player is getting guys who are injured right now in season.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised they minted him, to be honest. Because a lot of times, like, haven't they, like, because they didn't mint Ache, did they? They haven't minted it yet.
But I don't know if that's. I think the not minting thing is more of like a we don't have photos type of thing. Like, I think it's like random stuff like that.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's always like just injuring, because I know that they do that in baseball where they don't.
They do it in basketball too.
Players,
yeah.
But they don't really do it as much in football. At least I haven't noticed it. Maybe they do. Is there Velasco?
My problem with like guys like Jalen Neal, when I know they have rookie cards on the platform, I want nothing to do with their new cards. I just want the dang rookie card. But to flip, no, I think you're totally right.
There's no Velasco new ones either.
Especially because like people are spending money on guys they want to get for in season, so they're not looking at injured players. So if you kind of swoop in and take that reverse trade when they do come back, and everyone's like, "Oh crap, I need him," oh, you're gonna be sitting pretty. ABC trades, we need to talk, man. I need some more trade and talks, more strats.
Dude, I will. See, my problem is I don't have the time to trade anymore. Like 2 years ago, I was trading like crazy, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
But, like,
well,
I like trading is so time intensive. Like, you have to be on top of it, or else you'll screw yourself over, which I've definitely done.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true, but it's also just like in the past like year or two, like trading just has been very hard because the liquidity isn't there, the market hasn't been there. Like when I first started, I was buying like 3 players, like 3 of the same guy, and then flipping 2 of them, and then basically the one that I own is risk free because it already paid himself off. So I'd make a little profit, pay mine off, and then you just sit there and like I wouldn't care. And I used to do it all the time. And you can see like there's some in my gallery where I still have duplicates because it was just towards the end, and like I didn't realize it early enough and just like pivot my strategy. So I ended up with a lot of crap that I was trying to trade.
Aaron Long.
I got like 6 of those.
Only 6.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. How many do you have now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at all that Aaron Long.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All worthless. They're beautiful cards, though. See, at this point, it's more of a story for me. Like, I could sell and get something, but like, it's literally not worth it. Like, I would rather have the story in my gallery.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, you're not
calendars are a really good buy. Sorry,
you're not gonna win every trade, right? Like, you're gonna have, but like, in theory, your winners should cover the losers too. If you're doing really
Right.
well, and like I want to get back to trading. I think that trading is going to come back. I think that you know where we are with crypto and everything, and like Sorare kind of picking a lane and going that direction with a little bit more clarity, and a lot of the negativity is kind of switching. I think
there's always a buy low, sell high on guys that like do well in like real life, and I think that's the most fun thing when you buy a guy that's down in real life, and then he like actually gets better, like Insigne. Yeah, I think that's like the most fun thing.
Yeah, it'd actually be cool. We should like get a couple of our like very successful trades and maybe ones that didn't work too, and kind of talk about them and be like, this is what I was doing or this is what I was thinking, and you know, blah blah blah. Kind of get some of those things and put them out there and give some people ideas, kind of how to work around the market.
I've definitely had different strategies at different times too. Like I've tried different stuff.
Don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend.
No, but the trend has been different at different times.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's one of those like being able to pivot when needed, because a lot of times you get stuck in the way and like you're like, this is the way to do it and everything, and then like you refuse. Like everybody wants to be heard and no one wants to listen. One of those things where it's like like the market may be giving you an opportunity right now, but it's not going to be there forever. And like part of it is doing it long enough to learn what those signs are and being able to feel it. It's like it's time in the market basically, and it's just it is what it is. That's why I always say market tuition's a real thing. It's just
both of us have so much experience with it too that like actually sharing that might be super helpful for people that are newer, but like they don't have to try all the stuff that we tried that like absolutely did not work.
Yeah. And
oh no!
Oh,
big tackle.
Yeah, this is actually great, ZM, especially for old season cards. Stuff that people want to get out. Like there are a lot of cards that you could send a serious low ball offer, and they're just so ready to get out that they're willing to like. They won't even counter offer. They'll just be like, okay, I think I did it with Tyler Boyd. I think the floor was like 140. I offered like 90. And he was just like, all right. It was like right after the announcement was, and everybody was panic selling. I was like, yes, I love it. So yeah, that's
not a bad idea. I've literally never thought about that before.
Yeah, in the same way, I forget who said it. Maybe it was the M-Star that just offering people that don't have MLS galleries that just have crap sitting in there. They're trying to restructure instead of them probably not selling it because they don't want to do the work or they don't have time to. Be like, hey, baby, I'll do it for you. Give me a little bit of that something.
Yeah, finding motivated sellers is definitely huge.
Yeah.
Who's 15 for Toronto? You know?
No,
that was a massive tackle. That's got to be a decisive. I would think that's going to be a last man tackle. Nicholson.
Oh, really? I have him in my rivals lineup. He was like 25 or like 29.
That's got to be the definition of a. He's also cramped right now, but that's got to be the definition of a last man tackle.
And Gomez. I wish my Sorare data was working. I could pull up these scores.
I always get confused. I was going to Riley the other thing, and I never like find my actual lineups.
23 AA. Shane O'Neill, rest in peace. Anybody remember when Shane O'Neill was in Orlando? Ugh.
Do I sub out Emma Boateng?
The fact he even played Emma Boateng.
Well, he started, and he was at 25, and he scored 40 points. Like, I actually think that's a big win. With how low the cap was in this game, like getting a plus 15 out of a player is huge.
Yeah, it's his first game, 23 all-around attack. Does he have cards?
I'm pretty sure that should be a last man tackle. Like that should be a decisive. I mean, I'm no expert at this.
No cards either.
He's no Tafari getting last man tackles every 5 games, but
he could
maybe
be.
He's the new Tafari.
He could be. We don't know anything about him. No cards, no history. Probably looks like he was an academy kid, maybe.
To do some research.
Yeah, and there's no cards out too. So if you if you're smart and you trade and you pay attention, you might be able to snag some early mints and flip them because there's no platform.
Oh, what a save! Yo, Carlos Hill just tried to top bins.
Oh wow!
And Sean John said no. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, there's never enough pace on that though. Sean John had that no problem. How's Sean John's price? Are people down on Sean John? Because
I think Sean John's super low.
Is he?
And he was like very injured last year. He won't have to do internationals, I don't think, this year. I don't think he's going to be on the US team. It's like he should be there all year, and that defense hopefully should be better.
Right.
Like Flores, I really like Flores, to be fair. Like he's a really nice addition. Yeah, Sean John is super duper cheap. Actually, oh my god, his rare is
Wow.
wildly low.
I'm about to buy one actually. Yeah, because I only have Gayese in rare. I need another goalkeeper.
I have Calendar and Steve Clark.
You went with Steve Clark?
Yeah, dude. He was so cheap. And like for
yeah.
a year, maybe 2, if I can get 2 out of him, I think Houston's gonna be pretty good defensively. So like I think he's gonna bang. Well, not bang, but like be above average. And like for basically the cheapest goalkeeper in the league, I'll take that. And I'll also probably sell him like halfway through the year and like recoup most of my investment.
That's what I'm thinking. If I could flip,
like
if I could use a Sean,
got like 3 or 4 years left.
If I can use a Sean John and then potentially sell him off to win something early, that sounds like a pretty good return to me. Yeah, that rat tail will make 3 saves a game. That is very probably true.
And I think they'll like be pretty decently high in the league in shutouts.
I don't think they'll be terrible. It's
like
not
above average. Yeah, they'll be like top 10 maybe.
It's not a question on Steve Clark, but like for someone like me who's like starting to build out their rare gallery, like I want guys that like I can hold on to for a little bit that I won't have to struggle with or like deal with headaches, at least for now. Like once I have a like a rare gallery built
name
out,
that goalkeeper in the MLS. Like there is no goalkeepers in the MLS that you don't have headaches with.
That's why I bought Pedro Gayese. And that's why I paid up.
You're gonna have headaches with Gayese. Like there was the time that he was gonna move. There was like
and we locked him in for like 2-3 years.
You have Peru, so like he's not gonna be available at times.
No, he balls for Peru.
Well, that's true if you're using him in an international thing, but I'm talking about like if you're trying to use him in an MLS competition.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna own the Mason, so why do I care? It's my club, so of course
I guess you have Mason too. That's true.
That's like the biggest reason why I went there first, and then I knew that I could build out later. But I wanted to have one solid option that I knew that like no matter what, except for this.
And Gayese is one of the more solid options in the league too.
Yeah. So that was definitely I paid up for it, full well knowing that it was going to suck.
Where's Croupeau's price?
So I got this pulled up right now.
Oh, off the bar. That was dirty.
So this is by Rare Floor. Like what everything's priced at right now.
Wow, yeah, Calendar's more than Celentano. Was that legit? That's not legit.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, there was one random crazy high. That's got to be the one of?
Most likely.
Somebody went ham.
Celentano not.
Does he not have new cards yet?
Celentano not have new cards?
Yeah. Calendar is not as valuable as Celentano. There's no way. I mean, it's just U23.
Yeah.
All right, go back to the list. Sorry, I sidetracked this.
No, you're
all
good.
Right, so Celentano and Schulte are on their own level because they're U23. Yeah, Gayese, Croupeau, and Calendar, I think, are and Daniel.
Even Schulte, man. I love Schulte.
Yeah, but he's like, U23. So you're paying for U23 if you're gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's as safe as those other guys on that list, and you're paying the same price. Coronel's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Berkey is really low.
That's because they can't keep a clean sheet. Stephen Fry's injured, but he's older too. I'm down on top.
Zach McMath is not a bad option.
Yeah, Zach McMath's always floating there, man. He's always on the cheap side, and
he's only 32 too. I don't think anybody's really ever given him credit, but like he's a solid goalkeeper. He's never going to be like the best in the league.
He scores really well too. Like
He
for a
does.
goalkeeper, like
Really
his
does.
scores are actually
Because
really decent.
RSL is under pressure all the time, so he gets a ton
Look
of
at this
shots.
dude.
If he ever gets a shutout, he bangs an 85. Like, it's not fair.
6'5", and he still scored 70.
94 in the snow, baby. Well, that's a penalty shootout, I think.
No.
Those are
Is
playoff
it?
games. Those were penalty shootouts.
Why does it show it like that? That's weird.
It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know why it shows it like that, but that is a thing.
Sad that like in the MLS that scoreline is totally feasible and believable.
You're just like, yeah, no.
I'm like, yeah, dude, that
thing.
makes sense. Yeah. That could happen. I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah, McMath's always one that,
if
like,
he ever gets a clean sheet, he's banging an 85 because he faces so many shots. He won't get many clean sheets, but
I'm cool with Kalina. Kalina shows up big sometimes. Charlotte's on the fence. They're all right.
Kalina at home, I think, is the only viable.
It's
like,
true.
In Charlotte, that's a decent play, but like not away.
I don't know. I had his limited for a good amount of last season. He came good for me multiple times, so I'm a little high on Kalina.
Like down here, you're in the like Stuver, Amelia, Guzan. Like you got a bunch of question mark guys, which is fine. Like you might want that because they are super cheap, but those are big question marks.
Andre Blake not even on this list.
He might not have
Sean John.
He might not have played.
Sean Johnson's not on this list.
Yeah, he might not have played. He was hurt last year.
Mm.
Bop the games played down to like 2, because then you'll get the starters for this year.
Aha, Hugo Lloris.
Lloris is another one. I think Lloris is gonna be.
You think he'll do good? Are you paying that premium though? Because are you paying for the name at this point?
You're paying for the name and the fact that it's LAFC.
That's true.
So like people expect LAFC to be really good. So if LAFC is not good, then you're overpaying.
Good call. Good call.
Which I haven't decided on them yet. Oh my god, how New England has not scored in this game is a miracle.
Wow, they should have scored that.
They should have scored like they should 100% have at least one goal in the last 10 minutes.
Sean John, baby.
Big
Sean John.
Sean John's back, guys. He's just got to stay healthy. He's back. Yeah, we're chilling in Rivals right now. We're up 100. Up 100. They've got 2 guys off the field.
I just want to say, shout out to all you sickos that have been hanging out with us on this stream. Because there's been a bunch of you hanging out in the chat, in and out of you. It's been great. I love you guys. Thanks for curing my hangover with me. All you need is a little bit of Sorare.
Thanks for watching us. Watch every touch of Lorenzo Insigne's first half.
Thanks for enjoying Insigne with Chris. Great time.
This has literally been perfect.
What?
Oh god. Oh, Sean John's out. Somebody save it.
Oh god. Why is he out of his box?
He wanted to play the game too.
Oh, we got the Netherlands in the chat. This is great. Love it. Dude, right? Dude, what is he doing all the way? Dude, there are sometimes when Gayese does that. Like, he's like all the way to the edge of the box. I'm like, oh, no.
I read that as Jesus Johnson, and I was like, who the fuck is Jesus Johnson? That's how sicko I am. I just read that as Jesus now.
You were like, is he pumping? Do I got to go snag him?
Jesus Ferreira? His brother?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Sean John, undervalued. Stamp of approval right now. Toronto's back, guys. Toronto is back.
Sean John is down.
No, he's fine.
Oh, no.
He's fine. He's fine.
See, this is what happens when you leave time. This is what happens when you leave your box.
This is what happens when you try to play the game.
If you don't leave your box, you don't get injured.
He's fine. He's going to go take this kick because they're going to waste more time.
Ugh.
Oh, he just got a card, though. Or somebody's going to get a card.
Yeah, he's going to get a time wasting.
Did he get that goal line tackle or last man tackle, by the way? That defender?
I haven't looked.
Because he definitely should have. Somebody should appeal that to Opta if he didn't. Because that was 100% a last man tackle.
I wish my internet would load. The freaking stream's taking up all my bandwidth. Hello. Not my bandwidth. I am.
No.
No, he didn't want.
Somebody
Okay.
appeal.
That actually ended up. That lineup worked a lot more than I thought it did.
Yo, you're at 317?
Yeah.
I'm at 367, boy.
I'm at
You can't touch me. I haven't seen yet.
Oh God! All right.
Bangs
Maybe I will do
100
this.
in the first half, comes off.
I mean, he could do it, right? Realistically,
Oh,
that's best
he
case
did.
scenario.
He
goes
do it.
Ferrari mode for 45, and then you just save.
That's
save
all
his
they
legs for the
need.
rest of the
They need
time.
one goal out of him in the first half, and then Sean John holds on. Eventually, Carlos Heel's going to do something crazy, though.
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time. Especially like they're under so much pressure right now. Like Toronto's just sitting back.
They're getting walloped now. The first half, this was very much a back and forth game. Like,
you know what's
I don't
funny?
think a Toronto player has been in the New England half the rest of this half.
That's why I parked the bus with 2 defenders in this lineup, because I was like,
Yeah,
there's gonna come a chance
That's not a bad idea.
when New England was just gonna put on the pressure, and yeah, it's coming good now.
So how do you pick your tactics? Do you actually set a lineup based on what tactic you're going to pick?
Yes and no.
'Cause I do.
When I'm tinkering with lineups, like I'll do my first build, right? What I think is
Yeah.
legit, and then I'll look at the tactics, and if they
Yeah.
don't match up, and if I'm not feeling confident about the matchup, I'll go and play with stuff, and then I'll look specifically for tactics. So like,
Yeah.
if I move certain players around, I'm like, oh, do they get more duels? Do they get more,
Yeah.
clearances, like stuff like that? So I will play around with it. But if I have like a lineup like chalked in that I just threw in, it fit perfectly, no issues, no nothing. Yeah, I don't care. I'll just go and pick the best one. Yeah. But
no, I think I'm the same way.
Yeah,
there's definitely been times where I've like picked the extra player as like, I don't care who it is, I just need a defender because I'm gonna park the bus. Like,
yeah.
Like I have the defensive mid, the center back, the goalkeeper, and like an extra defender, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just parking the bus. Like that, I set this up specifically to do this, or vice versa. See, here's my problem. If I pick like 2 forwards and the attacking 10 and like a fullback, what do I do? Like, what's my attacking lineup? Because I don't feel like shots on goal is good.
I don't think shots on goal is ever good.
Like, shots on goal is so hard to get 5 shots on goal. But like, there isn't really another super attacking one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of one contest, but I don't
know. Dan Moody, shout out to you for hanging out. New to the MLS.
Build that MLS game. Build that
so
MLS
fun.
Power. Oh god, Byron Stanovich is in.
Yeah, if you're not in the Major League Sorare Discord, shout out Triple B. You want to hop in there, get all the information. Most of the guys in the chat are here too, and we all like to hang out like sickos and watch the chaos in the MLS. So, any questions, let us know. Chris, do you want them to add more tactics? Like, should they take away tactics and add more, or should they just add more tactics?
Just straight add. No, I think 100% they should add, and they should add something that's like chances created or something. Because I don't what the heck is a one contest? What is it? I don't get it. I mean, I know attackers do it more than defenders, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's like it's so vague. Whereas like chances created, or even like I don't know, shots on goal is kind of chances taken, but like chances created, I think would be a good one.
Yeah, I think like aerial duels would be cool. Like, is that a contest?
Just get the 6'5" guys, all of the 6'5" guys.
Just Benteke all day, smash.
Nah, that's just duels. You know, I mean, aerial duels are part of duels.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I think there's things that they could do to make it a little bit more dynamic in a sense.
I'm looking at the rules to figure out what the scoring matrix is.
I have not looked at the scoring matrix since I started playing.
I don't think it's changed much, to be fair. What would be fun? They should have a yellow cards one.
Can you make that bigger by any chance? That is tiny.
Oh, that was huge. It says open image, so let's try that. So, that's too big.
Whoa!
Can we zoom some, but not all? All right, so yellow cards would be kind of a fun one. Like, just like we'll call it the shithousery one or whatever, like the CONCACAF, and it's just like one yellow card is the bottom, 2 yellow cards is the second, and 3 yellow cards is the top. Fouls, that would be interesting. Although I mean, I guess you don't want bad things, but so you have clearances. What about like possession 1?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be kind of a fun one. Big chance created. See, like,
I like interceptions.
Interceptions would be an inch. There's just not that many interceptions, though.
I mean, there's not that many shots on goal either.
True. You're not wrong. I think like almost see, like, what is a contest? Like, you only get half a point for it. Like, this doesn't seem like it's that big a deal.
I like successful final third passes is fun too. Yeah, if you're just like laying on the pressure.
True.
That would be a cool little one.
We should go through and look at what like Insigne scores and just like base it off of that. Like, what does he do well? You know? Let's see. What is Insigne? What did he do well today?
I just want you to know.
So he had he had 3-1 contests. So that was huge, which only was a half a point. Penalty area entries is an interesting one. That would be fun. Accurate final third pass would be an interesting one.
I like that one.
Yeah. He did not get credit for his tackle, which I would like to formally request that Opta looks at this.
Oh, buddy. Oh, New England. I love when like they're playing on turf and you just like see all like the little black bees just like come up. I'm like, oh, that's so bad. It's such a bad look. Oh, buddy.
Would you want to see like a? I guess that wouldn't make any sense.
For what?
Like a sweeper keeper tactic, where you just only get points if your keeper does something.
I mean, it could be cool.
banking on a sweeper keeper in the game. Like it's like plus 30 if you get a sweeper keeper and just nothing if you don't, and that's your tactic.
I mean, there could be ways to make goalkeeping a little bit more fun, just like saves. That'd be cool, yeah. Because I mean, the same way it's like almost like park the bus with like clearances. If you know you're going to be under pressure, and you know you're just going to rack up like saves, it could be a cheeky little fun one. But yeah, that probably wouldn't hit a lot. Probably be a bad one, but it'd be fun sometimes.
What if park the bus was like clean sheet? Like if you get a clean sheet, you get plus 50, and if you don't get a clean sheet, you get nothing.
I hate that. Trying to get a clean sheet enough as it is annoying.
But there could be games in like the Premier League. There's clean sheets all the time, and you could have a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, get the decisive for the goalkeeper, get the plus 10s for the defenders, and then have the tactic be clean sheet too. Jesus. And like you get like 120 points for having a clean sheet, or 0 if they lose it.
Wouldn't that break the game though? Because then you would just roll out home team every time, and then it's not even fun anymore.
But imagine, well, no, because like the other person can counter with their own tactic, right? Like they can also stack it up. So like imagine like it's the end of the game, you have like 120 points riding on a clean sheet, and it's like you either win or lose based on the clean sheet. And then the Minnesota game happens and they score the death, and like you either lose based on that death goal, you know?
I mean, you almost basically lose it when you lose the clean sheet bonus. You lose that 30 points, man. That sucks. I don't know. I think you guys could takes care of that.
You guys could both have the same goalkeeper, whereas you have the clean sheet bonus and they don't. You know, so it actually matters like who gets that clean sheet. Whereas now, like, there's only 2 goalkeepers, so like the odds of you having the same goalkeeper are pretty high in a rivals.
And then just adding one more way to differentiate.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess I personally am not about it. Like, choosing keepers already sucks, man. You just pick the cheapest one because most of the time they're just going to concede anyway.
You don't always pick the
not always one. But sometimes when like I'm trying to build something and I just need some extra points, I'm like, whatever, I don't even care. I just want the cheapest goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is the first position. Just get slashed, and I don't care. Just go for the cheapest one. Because I'd rather have more points in production. I don't know.
I think there is a big difference in goalkeepers. Like it's hard to tell in some games, but some games like Real Madrid's playing a really bottom team, right? I do a lot of Real Madrid games because I have a big Real Madrid stack. So Real Madrid's playing a really bottom team. Most of the time, I actually go with the bottom team goalkeeper because I don't think Real Madrid's going to. I don't think, yeah, exactly. I don't think Real Madrid's going to keep the clean sheet, and I know Real Madrid's goalkeeper is not going to rack up AA, whereas I know that the lower tier team is. So, like, really, the game is: does Real Madrid score 3, or does Real Madrid keep a clean sheet? And if it's like a 2-1 game, I just won by picking the lower team's goalkeeper because everybody else is going to want the Real Madrid stack. Oh my God, what a save! Are you serious?
Holy smokes, yeah, there
John,
it is.
John, what is wrong with you?
All right, I'm going to sleep in the fucking floor.
This is like save of the year.
Oh, I don't have enough.
Oh,
what did I spend money on? Oh, dang it.
God.
That's right. I bought the Brecalo jersey mint this morning.
That's over. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out.
That was ZM start. Yeah, if you guys like the Sunday thing, we've been floating around for a while, and then last weekend I just didn't
especially if there's afternoon games where you guys can actually hop on. Like, I feel like this is way more fun when we're like going back and forth with everyone the whole time.
Yeah,
it's like the podcast is just us talking.
Yeah, I think I'm been thinking about this. Maybe you guys are here and you care and you want to chime in. Doing like Sunday like review streams, kind of like this, like going over the weekend. Just live, just no agenda, just hanging out. People could hop in and out. I don't care. Just show up, little round table, and then doing like a pod in the week, just maybe looking forward into the next week. Maybe, I don't know.
I will say a lot of weeks will not be as entertaining as this because I had a nice sweat going, and I was also actually able to watch.
No, so like, you raised the bar.
I raised the bar, but that's what I'm saying. I can't keep that bar that high because I will have weekends where I cannot watch anything because we have a game.
My guy, I didn't watch a lick of football this weekend.
Yeah, but we went through it all. Like you like looked at scores and stuff, whereas I didn't.
I didn't look at any scores till I did it with you today. I haven't looked at anything. After that City game, I didn't want anything to do with football at all. And this morning it was very tough to get out of bed, so I just slept.
Football is life. Are you back on the football is okay train now? Are you cool with the sport again? Are there still bitter feelings?
No, I feel a little bit better.
You feel better?
I talked it out. I woke up. I hung out with 2 people in the chat. I got my juices flowing. Yeah, I'm good. I'm better now.
Yeah.
We'll see how
you guys literally saved his life, chat. Like,
yeah,
he was rough. He was real rough.
It's all right. I'm not freaking out. I'm not stressed about it. It's 2 games in a compact, jam-packed schedule at the beginning of the season. Last year we were poppy out like 1 month in, and like the entire fan base was like at each other's throats.
And then you finished second.
And we finished second. So
that's Champions League for you.
Like, I've stayed off Twitter, dude. Like, I like days like this after games like that, I cannot handle Orlando City Twitter because it is just, oh God, it's
very
awful.
Toxic. Yeah.
Very, very toxic. God, they're the worst. But I love them. And I love my club. And I love the team. And it's great. Chris, I haven't eaten today. I'm getting kind of hungry.
I haven't either. And this game is literally 30 seconds from being done. So I think we just call this once this game officially.
I do.
Do we show the last 30 seconds and say screw copyright? Here, he's in. Oh, he's not gonna go. He's gonna go to the corner. That's dumb. Oh, it's an Io Akinola sighting.
Oh, let's go.
He's doing something. He's doing something, guys.
He's a striker. He's doing something.
This is what he was made for, was to hold the ball in the corner at the end of the game.
Oh, it's like, Io Akinola, you're going to get minutes. Just run the game into the corner.
It's still their throw. Oh, this game's over.
Oh, man, this has been incredible. Seriously, thank you to everybody who has been here, stuck with the chat, hung out with us.
Yes.
Talked in the chat. That's always fantastic. It keeps us going, and it helps us keep the conversation flowing. So what is going on with my hair, dude?
That is it.
Get in my hat.
Insigne for the win. Toronto's back, everyone. A draw against Cincinnati, a win at New England. They haven't even played a home game yet, and they're killing it. We're here.
There you have it. Chris loves Insigne. Chris has a side that nobody knew existed and is now going to be demanded by the masses.
Oh no.
And yeah, thanks for coming out, hanging out, and we'll see you more content this week. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Hang out. Let us know what you want to see.